Hi, in this tutorial, we're going to go over problem solving in geometry. So today, you should be able to learn how to solve problems using formulas for perimeter and area. You'll learn how to solve problems using formulas for a circle's area and circumference. You'll learn how to solve problems using formulas for volume, how to solve problems involving the angles of a triangle, and how to solve problems involving complementary and supplementary angles. So solving geometry problems often requires using basic geometric formulas. So here we have the geometric formula for a square. The area is s squared, or side times side. The perimeter is 4s, or side plus side plus side plus side. Now here's the formula for a rectangle. We have the area is the length times the width, and the perimeter is 2L, or length, plus 2W, or W plus W. Now the area for a triangle is 1/2 the base times its height. The formula for the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 the height times A plus B. Now the area of a circle is pi r squared, and the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. The volume of a cube is side times side times side, or s cubed. The volume for a rectangle solid is length times width times height. The volume for a circular cylinder is pi r squared times height. The volume for a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. The volume for a cone is 1/3 pi r squared times its height. Now let's do an example. A sailboat's triangular sail has an area of 24 feet squared and a base of 8 feet. Find its height. So here we have a triangle. We know it has a base of 8. We're trying to find its height, and we know that the area is 24 feet squared. Well, we know the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So if we have an area of 24 feet, we have 1/2, and the base is 8. All we have to do is solve for h. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we have 4h equals 24. Now if we divide by 4 to isolate h, we get 6 equals h. So the height is 6. 6 feet. Height equals 6 feet. Now the angles of a triangle is the sum of the measures of the 3 angles of any triangle is 180 degrees. So here's an example of a triangle. So this angle plus this angle plus the third angle all equal up to 180 degrees. So let's do an example. In a triangle, the first angle measures 3 times the second, and the third measures 40 degrees less than the second. So here, if the second angle equals x, well, the first angle equals 3 times the second. So that would be 3x. And then the third angle equals 40 degrees less than the second. So it would be x minus 40. So we know that the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So all we have to do is add them up. X plus 3x plus x minus 40 equals 180. So we have 3x plus x, which is 4x plus x. So that's 5x minus 40 equals 180. So now we can add 40 to both sides. So now we have 5x equals 180 plus 40. So now we have 5x equals we have 180 plus 40, 0, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 220. So 5x equals 220. So now we can divide 5 from both sides, so that x equals 22 divided by 5 is 4. 44. So let's check that. 22 divided by 5. It's 4, it's 20, 24, 44. So our second angle is 44. So now let's clear all of this out. So we said our second angle is 44 degrees. And the first angle is 3 times the second. So 3 times 44, which is 44 times 3 is 12, 12, 13, 132 degrees. And then the third is 40 degrees less than the second. So we have 44 minus 40, which equals 4. So now, if we add all of these up, all the first angle, the second angle, and the third angle, it should equal 180 degrees. So we go 44 plus 132 plus 4. 44 plus 4 is 48 plus 132. So here, let's add that up. 132 plus 48. 8 plus 2 is 10. 4 plus 4 is 80. There we go, 180 degrees. So our second angle is 44 degrees. Our first angle is 132 degrees. And our third angle is 4 degrees. So complementary and supplementary angles. In a complementary angle, it's 2 angles with the measures having a sum of 90 degrees. So if one angle was 70 and another angle was 20 and they all equal 90 degrees, the sum, then they are complementary angles. Now the measure of an angle's complement is if an angle measures x, then the angle's complement is 90 minus x. Now a supplementary angle is two angles with measures having a sum of 180 degrees. So if one angle was 110 degrees and another angle was 70 degrees, and its sum was 180 degrees, then these angles are supplementary angles. So the measure of an angle supplement is if an angle measures x, then the angle supplement is 100 minus x. So let's do an example. An angle measures 5 times its complement. Find the angle's measure. So if an angle measures x, then its complement is 90 minus x. But here we're saying that the angle measures 5 times its complement. So here we have x equals 5 times 90 minus x. So now all we have to do is solve this. X equals 90 times 5 is 450 minus x. So here we can move x to the other side by adding x so that we get 2x equals 450. Now we can divide both sides by 2 so that we get x equals 2 divided by 4, 245. So that's the angle's measure. So now you should be able to solve problems using formulas for perimeter and area. You should be able to solve problems using formulas for a circle's area and circumference. You should be able to solve problems using formulas for volume. You should be able to solve problems involving the angles of a triangle. And you should be able to solve problems involving complementary and supplementary angles. Now try and solve the problems in the Problem Solving in Geometry workbook. For more help, sign up for online tutoring. And in the next tutorial, we're going to go over solving linear inequalities.